Literally just came in off the road. First thing I get to is this little stream crossing here, and don't be deceived, it's very clear water. It is like ankle to knee deep across the whole thing, and I don't see any clean way to get across, so shoes are off already. I gotta wade through this. All right, we made it. Onward we go. Well, good morning. It is Sunday, July 13th. And we are back at it. Had a great night there at the Hiker's Welcome Hostel. Glad I decided to stay there. So Rafiki and Nature Boy were talking about it yesterday at the couple Trail Magics we stopped at, and I thought with how soaking wet I was, all my clothes were soaked. I couldn't dry anything out because hanging it up, it was so humid that it didn't really dry out anyways. I was covered in sweat, just salty and sticky and gross. So I was like, you know what, shower, laundry, night in a bunk, hang out with some people. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. They had space, had a great time. Restocked on some electrolytes for my water for the climbs up Moosilauke and the Kinsmans today. So feeling good and refreshed. It's a little past 6 a.m. And I'm back at it, heading up the town line trail. We'll pass the Jeffers Brook shelter that I was originally planning to stay at, and then start heading up Moosilauke. Got to push all the way to Franconia Notch today. It's going to be a little over 25 miles. It's going to be a real push, real grind, but we have plenty of time to take it a little easier than I have the last 2 days and make sure we get there in one piece. So we'll check in soon. Let's get going. Partway up the town line trail here. It's apparently mile 1800. Not for me, unfortunately, but cool spot nonetheless. Jeffers Brook Shelter Spur, successfully traced. Took the opportunity to just drop the pack. I didn't put bug spray on before I left, so I took care of that. Grabbed a handful of Nerds gummy clusters and shoved those down my face. Give me a little sugar boost. So I got a date with the moose. Next stop, Glencliff Trail. And up we go up our first 4,000 footer of the trip. After you get out of the Jeffers shelter area, please. Trail scoots up the road a little bit before you connect with the Glencliff Trail. I don't mind gaining some elevation on a nice flat road to walk on, make some moves, a little less rugged. We'll take the help we can get it. Can't really tell on camera, but this road's going up pretty steeply. And there we have it. Just a quick quarter mile. Working our way up the Glencliff Trail here. One thing I'm definitely noticing is it's definitely noticeably cooler than it was the last couple days. Still humid, but cooler. And there is a bit of a breeze already. So I bet you up top it's gonna be whipping. So that's gonna feel real nice. Because the last couple of summits I got to, just dead air still. Usually you get up there and the wind can blow through, cools you off, dries you off. Hasn't been the case. But I think we're in for a change of luck today in that regard. So hopefully it just gets breezier as we go and keeps me a little cooler. we have made it to the junction of the carriage road and the spur to South Peak. 4.6 miles in. We're gonna head down to South Peak, check out that view, check off this trail, and start heading up to the main summit. Hopefully there's a nice open view out this way. The breeze is kicking up every now and again, and I could use a nice gust or two to dry me off. It is cool, but still humid, so the sweat is running. Checking at South Peak. Welcome to the South Peak of Moosilauke. Clouds are kind of in and out up here. See, there's a big wall of them blowing in right over here, so we might get sucked in just a second, but up towards the main peak, it's been in and out, so hopefully we get up there and we got a view. For now, I'm just topping off my sport bottle from my reserves. Enjoying this breeze. I'm gonna dry me off a little bit. I'll give it a minute and head on up to the main peak. Almost there. Almost there. Stays clear for us. Less than a half mile. Let's get up there. All right, we made it up the Moose. Pretty good time. I'm at 5.9 miles total. Just under 2.5 hours since I started. So I'm averaging about 2.4 miles per hour getting up Moosilauke, which is a great way to kick the day off on a high note. So now we'll try to make some good speed here on the flat stuff. Get down Beaver Brook. That might be a little slow going. It's because it's super steep and super wet. We still got about 20 miles to put down to get to Franconia Notch today, so it's good to get a nice quick start, get myself ahead of the curve so I'm not hiking too late into the day, so I can get picked up at the notch. So I'll keep pushing until I get to Beaver Brook. I'll fill my water bottles up there and get ready for the next climb. Enjoying this breeze up here though, I'll tell you that. Boy, does that feel good. Making our way down Beaver Brook now. Made the side trip over to the shelter, grabbed a snack there, traced that little trail out. Now we're headed down the steep stuff. It's a little wet and treacherous. We got a nice little rain shower that made it a little extra wet, just for extra fun. So we'll be careful going down here, but brook's coming up. I'll fill up on water there and motor down to the notch. Some find these log steps scary. To me, they are a godsend because I can actually walk down them at a normal pace without having to be super, super careful about my steps. So they're actually flat, they stay put, and they're not that slippery. Love them. All right, making my way up Kinsman Ridge. AT continues that way, but right here, it's tough. Almost missed it. I was looking for it because I needed to trace it out. You can make out that little very faded blue blaze up there. But that's what's left of the Dilly Trail, which was a half-mile connector back down to the notch in a slightly southern direction from the current trailhead down that way, or the AT trailhead. So I went down through there. It's super overgrown. You get to the end, there's nothing to see, but the bottom portion was damaged by a forest fire a few years back, and they shut it down. But apparently the top 2/10 is maintained as a spur. Don't know why. It goes nowhere. It's getting overgrown. No one uses it, so... But I had to. So check that off the list. We got it done. And onward. Just popped out onto the summit of Mount Wolf. The sign said view outlook. I believe this used to be on the 52 of the view, but you can see why it's not anymore. All the trees have blocked the view, though looks like it's still all fogged in back there anyway, so there's nothing to see anyways. So we will just continue on. Just about to hit mile number 14. It's the next to last big climb of the day. I'll head down from here, scoot a little more north, make the final push up Kinsman's, and get the heck out of here. All right, it is crunch time. We are at 17 miles, just short of 17. Just got to the Eliza Brook shelter. Made my last pit stop there before the Kinsman's climb. There we go, Eliza Brook. Filled up all my waters. Got into a dry set of clothes. Thanks to the hostel stay, I had all my other clothes were dry and clean, so got new shorts and shirt and socks on, everything. Got a little hot spot going on the back of one of my heels, so I padded that up as best I can. And we got refreshed and ready to make the big push. So one big haul up the Kinsman's, and we can get across those and get down. And with that, we have achieved the true south peak of Mount Kinsman. I don't know, is it this bump? Is it that bump? Either way, we got it. On to north, 9/10 of a mile on, we going down. Whew. We made it up the Kinsman's. Breeze past South Peak. There was a lovely breeze up there. The wind was whipping over the top. I just stood there like Titanic style for a second and took it in and just got over the hump of North Peak. Sadly, the view outlook towards Franconia Ridge, it's totally socked into the east still, so nothing to see, but just bumped back down the summit a little bit and bought this extra soda at the hostel before I left as a final treat before the hike down. So we made it to the highest point of the day. North Kinsman's done, South Kinsman's done. 5.9 miles back down to the Notch, catch my ride. I'm gonna enjoy this sweet treat, probably grab a snack, and start motoring downhill. What a day. I just hit 19.95 miles and we're almost there. So many signs, so many trails, so many options. Which way are we going? We are going that way. Fishing Jimmy. 2 miles to Lonesome Lake and Cascade Brook, and then we are in the home stretch. Let's get rocking down this trail. I got just enough water left in this bottle to get me down to the hut. I can fill it up one more time there. And we are gonna scoot down the last bit. What the heck, man? Fishing Jimmy Trail. I'm supposed to be going down this mountain. Why are you making me climb again? Rude. Rude, I say. All right, home stretch. On the final connector towards the bike path. Once I hit that, I'll have hiked every mile of the AT from the Vermont border all the way through to Zealand Hut. Because in my other hikes along the way from Liberty Springs all the way to Zealand, I've done those already, so that'll close a nice big gap for me. And then the journey will continue. I can hear the highway. My ride's waiting for me at the basin parking lot. Just got to walk up the bike path once I get there, and we will be done for this long day. What a day. All right, we have made it to the bike path. Made it down the mountain. I've connected the missing links. So everything of the Appalachian Trail from Hanover to Zealand Falls is now checked off for me. Ah, what a feeling. Big progress. It's a big day today. So just gotta walk up this path to the basin parking area. That's where my ride's gonna pick me up. And we're gonna make it.